Welcome to my YouTube channel, Inspired by Martine. It is great to see everyone out there. Today's topic, I want to take a look at hard times. Everyone at some point in their life will be going through a hard time. Some more than once. And how you come out of it is very telling. So let's get to it. I can remember my father telling me, if you aren't currently going through a hard time, you will eventually be going through a hard time. But how you come out of that hard time is very telling. Now I want to look at a couple of things here because we're seeing a lot of people going through such a difficult time right now. And that's why I wanted to touch on hard times. And I want to look at two things. Is money the resolve of hard times? Or is it your support group? Money is the resolve to a lot of financial issues. But it's not always the resolve to coming through hard times. I was reading about Kate Spade, a very wealthy designer that committed suicide due to depression and anxiety. Unfortunately, we're seeing that during hard times, a lot of people can easily fall into depression. I also remember Robin Williams many years ago. Very wealthy comedian and actor. And in the same position, fell into depression and anxiety as well. And it's very difficult as we are in a society that has a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression. So money isn't always the resolve to hard times. Let's take a look at your support group. And this can be close family members, friends, co-workers, people that you really rely on. I can remember back in 2008 when I lost my job, lost my home, and you feel so humiliated and embarrassed to share that with your friends, to tell them that you have lost everything that you worked for. It was such a difficult time. And I can remember out of some of those friends, some never thought I would be able to get another home. But I knew deep inside, my home was my family. My home wasn't the structure that I lived in. My home was my family. And one thing that I did learn through it is don't be embarrassed. Don't be humiliated. That's your own mind playing games with you. One thing that I was able to do is 4 years later, I was able to purchase another home. Much bigger, much nicer, much better. Was it tough? Was it difficult going through that 4-year stretch? Absolutely. Renting a home, which I hadn't done in many years, was difficult. I lived in some neighborhoods that I didn't really care for. But that was okay, because I knew I would only be there for a short time. So something to remember is know that when you are in a hard time, that you won't be there forever. Seasons come, seasons go. And if you are determined and continue to want to grow and push and go forward, you will. So don't let hard times beat you up. Know that you won't be there forever. The support group that I had to play a huge role in that. It was difficult to see some of those that you talk to, and they seem to be glad to be that you're going through that. And I don't quite understand it, but you do have people like that. But the best thing is when you come out on top, there will be a hiccup and a small delay. But don't let hard times stop you from continuing to press on and get to a much better place. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel and especially for your support. Being on this side of the screen, you don't know who you're impacting, you don't know who you're touching out there. But I do appreciate it. I know today we touched on some serious topics, depression and anxiety. I am no medical professional. And if this is something that you really struggle with, seek out medical attention. One thing that really helped me going through a hard time was my support group. I thank my support group because they helped me get through such a challenging time. But the one thing that I will say is that money is not always the resolve to hard times. So keep that in mind. So please, if this has touched you or changed you in any way, share it with a friend, share it with a family member, and remember, true change starts with you.